Is Quant using layers of secrecy to subvert blockchain tech? The entire industry may end up kneeling to Quant, the overlord. This blockchain is building a multi-tiered system to rule them all. Inside the folds of this overledger protocol are the corridors designed to conceal and confuse the truth of transactions being done therein. Welcome to the blockchain bunker. My name is Drew, here to bring you the drewth. Buried within the Quant white paper on page 21, it begins to describe the protocol for allowing multiple layers of secrecy to its users. The entire architecture of this project is designed to engulf every other blockchain while leaving room at the top for the indecipherable deals. This notion stands in stark contrast to the public ledger, a transparent network that has been the central advent and ethos of blockchain's inception. The entities who prefer to transact behind closed doors seem to be very fond of Quant's layout. It has established its audience in the highest circles of finance. Quant's founder is the first in line to support CBDCs and their development. This project's goal is to maximize the digital ledger tech in mass, in other words, a universal adoption. As good as that may sound at first, it's important to understand exactly how they plan to implement this. Will it be a crypto native's dream come true? Or will this become a DLT dystopia? And for all the dirt and digs on crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button to our channel and share this with a friend. I want to hear your take on Quant, so make sure to leave a comment and drop a like if you enjoy this kind of content. Quant is the first of its kind to create an overlaying system that simultaneously connects to and off-chain data, legacy systems, and blockchain all at once, all in one place. It can provide unilateral interoperability across all the barriers of consensus and protocols, and overcomes many points of failure in previous models. Their Overledger protocol does this through a DLT gateway, much like an API gateway that is more familiar to existing enterprises. They have patented cross-DLT solutions to conquer single-chain smart contracts. Instead of the entire crypto asset industry existing within silos, or only able to interact through an oracle, Quant brings them all together in a cohesive communication. Their Overledger pulls data from the most relevant source, meeting all operational requirements for protocols, verifying only required data first in its transaction layer. That information is then sent up to the messaging layer, where it is stored in messages for the different apps. They also call this the logical layer because it serves to separate business and control logic from the transactions. Doing this allows the system to circumvent the rigidity of blockchains and protocols, as well as become independent of this code language. This messaging layer creates a unique identification name system that builds up a library for different developers to interact with. This is where security measures collect identifications, authenticity, authorization, and useful data on the blockchain transaction. This layer also allows for privacy constraints with hidden levels of secrecy that have not been seen in other crypto operating systems. From there, all of these messages are extracted and sent to a filtering and ordering layer that is organized using order theory mathematics that computers have no problem dealing with. Finally, the last application layer validates these messages and makes sure that they can fit the format for the required signatures to create their unique hash pointer and identifier. These layers utilize data encryption, transactions being settled off-chain, and zero-knowledge proofs to make these transactions across any blockchain almost untraceable. Gilbert Viridian, the CEO and founder of Quant, knows that these features are exactly what governing bodies, big banks, and other major asset managers are looking for. They don't want everyone to know their wrench cost $800. That's their business, right? He knows it so well because he has a long history of working with just these sorts of enterprises. He has worked for HM Treasury, the Financial and Economic Governing Body of the United Kingdom, the Ministry of Justice, and the Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. He also rubbed shoulders with Guy Dietrich, the managing director of the Rock Capital Group, who is now on the board of directors for Quant. He also has connections with BP Oil and major healthcare sectors. Quant participated in Project Rosalind, where the Bank of International Settlements in London experimented with how a CBDC for the Bank of England would actually work in the real-world arena. The Quant Overledger system was designed for CBDC's use case and has this major selling point with governing agencies. Last but not least, the World Bank and IMF recently published a framework for blockchain interoperability that recognized Quant as an innovative solution to this need. Could Quant have built the system that will be adopted by the most most powerful financial authorities in the world so that they continue to deal outside of public scrutiny? Privacy, to me, is the most important infrastructure to Quant, along with its ability to connect with all of the other major chains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and others. This project leans so far into regulation that it fell into the deep end, and now it's doing a backstroke to show off to central authorities around the world. Quant may have paved the way for governments and financial institutions to subvert that transparency aspect and trust that we all know so well in blockchain tech and it was originally founded upon. But let's be honest, this could spell massive upside for this project down the road. Do you invest or detest now that we know the transparency might be amiss in this project? Let me know in your comments below. Drewth out.